When this is Steve Scalise, as Congress objects or debates objection to Arizona's electoral votes. This is going to go on again and again and again when we meet certain states where people just didn't like that President Trump lost, which is a lot of them. Anyway, Scalise proves that he doesn't even understand what he's talking about. In the case of Georgia, for example, the Secretary of State is authorized to, well, certify the vote. Well, listen to him.
Now, there might be reasons why some people don't like the process laid out by a legislative body. Madam Speaker, I served on one of those legislative bodies when I was in the state legislature for 12 years. I served on the House and Governmental Affairs Committee where we wrote the laws for our state's elections. And I can tell you, when we had to make changes, those were extensively negotiated. We would have people on both sides come, Republicans and Democrats, Madam Speaker, would get together to work through those changes, any minute change, to how a precinct would function, to how a change would be made in the time of an election, signature requirements, all the many things that involve a clerk carrying out the duties in each parish, in our case. You would see people come and give testimony. Madam Speaker, both sides could come. Clerks of court were there in the hearing rooms. It was an open process, by the way. Not behind closed doors in a smoke-filled room where somebody might want to bully a Secretary of State to get a different version that might benefit them or their party or their candidate.
That's what Donald Trump did on January 2nd, and yet Scalise claims he's speaking for Donald Trump. He just said the magic words why what Donald Trump did was wrong.
Not what our founding fathers said is the process. Maybe it's how some people wanted to carry it out.
Like Donald Trump. Keep going.
But they laid out that process. And so when we would have to make those changes, they were in public view. They were heavily debated. And then ultimately, those laws were changed in advance of the election so everybody knew what the rules were. People on both sides knew how to play the rules before the game started, not getting somewhere in the process and saying, well, you don't think it's going to benefit you, so you try to go around the Constitution.
And that's what Donald Trump tried to do, and that's what Steve Scalise just said.
That's not how our system works. It's gotten out of hand.
He's right, but only with respect to the President of the United States.
And so President Trump has called this out.
Not true. And this is where I'm stopping here. Steve Scalise has no idea what he's saying on national television. He basically just called out Donald Trump for going against the Constitution right there on the floor. You heard it, okay? So maybe they should just stop since they have no idea what it is they're really talking about. And Joe Biden and Kamala Harris won the election. And Raphael Warnock just won his Georgia runoff, and it looks like Jon Ossoff's going to do the same thing. It's called democracy. People vote. Deal with it.